Hey, it's me, Yannick Ladd, and today's video is all about how to stay mindful and bring peace to your moments every day. So I'm talking about mindfulness today. And last week I was talking about visualization, and then I mentioned in some point that you just need to let go of your big dreams and visions and concentrate what's going on today. And what matters most is, of course, like the present moment, because we're living today, we're living in the here and now, and we're experiencing all kind of things in the here and now. And while we don't know what's really happening in the future, we cannot really control that. But when we have the positive expectations, we have set something to the future, and we know what we desire, what we want to live, how do we want to live, and what kind of things we want to have in our lives, how do we want to be in the future. It sets up like a nice journey and those positive expectations, while you can stay more mindful in the moment. And the past is in the past. So when we talk about mindfulness, it's really important to understand that we want to experience everything what is happening in the here and now. And I'm also talking about the negative feelings, the negative emotions, and everything, whatever happens. Mindfulness means that you stop and you breathe and you watch and observe what's happening in you, because that's the way to let it go. That's the way to set yourself free from struggle and suffering on that very moment. And it's really important to experience it yourself. So I'm challenging you to try. How does it feel? But today I'm sharing tips and tricks how to practice mindfulness on the go, how to get back to that peace and calm feeling when the stressful moment hits. And we all have that. We all are experiencing different energy levels every day. We all experiencing like different kind of emotions every day. And we all experiencing like the stressful moments every day. It's our world that we're living in. It is a stressful, distracted place. So mindfulness and of course meditation is a great way to calm yourself down. What I often say to people, like, we need it. We need this tool which is inside of every one of us, and that's called breathing. And you wouldn't be here if you wouldn't breathe. You wouldn't watch this video if you breathe. But when you start breathing consciously and use your breath, you find that calming, you can create that calming effect, and you lower your stress levels down. And it's not only about meditation, so it doesn't mean that you sit down, you have to find that quiet place every day from somewhere. Even though I'm talking about 5-5-5 rule, if you have watched these videos, you know that I'm talking about 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes during the day, and 5 minutes in the evening before you go to bed. You sit down and you breathe. And actually, you can do that anywhere, everywhere. Whenever you go, you can do that in transportation. Quite often I use that time when I'm sitting in the train. I'm just closing my eyes and I experience, I feel, I listen what's happening in my mind. I listen the surroundings. I watch people. I love watching people, but it's a great way to explore what is happening right now. And because especially great tip, if you're busy, if you're late from the meeting or something, appointment or something, it doesn't help that you get crazy and your mind starts running like crazy. It helps when you just relax. And I think it's Gay Hendricks who is calling that Einstein time, and I think it's brilliant. It's Einstein time, because when you let go of the struggle of that you are being late, you're probably going to be late from there, but instead you just calm yourself down and you breathe and you enjoy and you watch what's happening around you. You just see, it feels like you're creating time. Honestly, it feels like you're creating time. And then when you are there, you suddenly see like, okay, I still have a couple of minutes and everything is fine. That happens quite often. So use the Einstein time. And if you want to read a great book, I'm really recommending Gay Hendricks' The Big Leap. It's a wonderful book. If you're really looking forward to or if you're planning to take that big step and you want to change your career or create something new, start up a business or whatever, read that book. It's a great inspiration, and you can learn a lot about yourself. But about those tips, like different kind of tips. So whenever you are driving your car, you are in transportation, you're in the train, subway, whatever, tram, just use that time to be present, practice being present. It is a matter of practice, and you have to do that consciously, because otherwise we forget until it becomes the habit, until it becomes a part of you, and you start enjoying that. You don't even notice how much you enjoy your food and your own presence and the company of other people when your mind is not totally overwhelmed all the time. And you can practice mindful walking. You can do that in the park. On the summertime, you can take your shoes off. You can feel how the grass feels underneath your feet. It's a beautiful feeling when you close your eyes and you just feel and sense with all your senses. And of course, like when you close your eyes, you can hear better, you can feel better. But you can do all these things with your eyes open. But if you have a chance, you can close your eyes, and in train you can pretend you're sleeping, so it's fine. And while you're cooking, while you're doing something, while you are spending time with your kids or your spouses or friends, put that device off and be present. It's a very nice habit to have in the family, that when people are eating, when people are spending time together, even though it would be 15 minutes, half an hour, be together, be present, talk, have a conversation. We are living in such a digital world that we don't have good conversations anymore, because everybody's communicating via social media, and it kills the communication because it's not real. You don't really understand people, what they mean and what they said, and there's a lot of misunderstandings, as we all know. So communicate, talk with people, ask how they are, and feel how you are. So pay attention to your thoughts. So mindfulness, when we talk about mindfulness, and especially mindful living that I'm talking about, is like pay attention to your thoughts. And why we want to do that, it could be because we want to connect with our emotions, understand the emotions. And while you really don't have to always understand your emotions, it's good to feel those emotions and accept those emotions. And a lot of mindfulness coming from the place that from Buddhism originally, and it's like accepting what is. I'm not that religional, but I see this is working with my clients, this is working in my own life. So it's like breathe, present. It's a matter of living and being. So accept what is. And it's not always easy to accept those negative feelings, anxiety, stress, busyness, whatever kind of feelings, like huge overwhelm or something, what is happening, accept what is. Because when you try to push things away, I don't want to feel like this. I don't want to have this in my life. I don't want to have that person in my life. I don't want this and that. It's endless. So if you do that, life pushes back, because we are inviting things in our own lives. So we are what we give, is that what we receive. And my best relationship advice is always look what you get, because it's like a projected. It's like our partners and our friends and whatever kind of relationships we have. It's a great way to learn how are you, what kind of person are you, because they are kind of the mirrors that we're watching other people and what's happening in your life. So take the lessons and be very gentle and compassionate with yourself, because that's what we need. We don't need to blame or judge ourselves, and that's what mindfulness is also all about. Or mindful living. I'm talking about mindful living. And everyone has a need to be heard and listened, of course. But if you don't listen to yourself, if you don't hear your own needs and you can't communicate that to yourself, how can you ever expect others to be able to give you that? Because we need to say what we need. We need to ask things, support and help. when we need that. Or we need that hug, you know, hug every day, 10 seconds hug, great way to feel. And it's very empowering. So hug yourself, or hug your partner, hug your friend. So stop to see and feel how you feel. When the stressful moment hits, any time of the day, stop. If you are a writer, if you like to write it out, you can put it down on paper, just on a small piece of paper, and you put it down and you see like, okay, I feel like this, and that's all good. And you don't need to do anything else. So last week I was talking about visualization. You can use that on a daily basis. That's a great tool to do in the morning when you plan your day. Today I was talking about mindful living and mindfulness, how to practice mindfulness on the go. Do like 5 minutes breathing breaks, or if you don't have a chance, just breathe in and out for 10 rounds. And you can find that amazing space that grows in your body, inside your mind, you know, because you feel calmer, you feel more present, and you observe and you can focus again. So take breaks during your days. Don't try to push yourself to do and more. Go out and have a walk around the block, like mindful walking. Watch what people are doing, what's happening in this world outside the social media and outside the internet world. It's really important to see that we see each other and we communicate, even with the strangers. Be mindful, be grateful, say thank you, be kind, because that's what you want to get to yourself. And when you start learning that you deserve it and you are worthy for the very best, then you can be happy and you can create your own happiness with these little tools that I'm giving you every week in here. So start enjoying it, enjoy yourself, and remember that all is well, and you can always make a difference in this very moment. So you don't have to suffer, you don't need to struggle. Accept what is and observe what's happening and see how does it's really vanishing, and you change your energy and you shift your energy. So all is well. If you have any questions, I'm always happy to get some comments or questions. And how do you feel? What do you think about these videos? And actually, I'm talking about these things on my video course. It's a free video course, so you can sign up on my webpage. If you're watching this on my webpage, more likely you are. So sign up. There's a green button over there, and you can get your free video course. And I'm giving like 7 huge practical mindful living tools that you can use to start changing your own mindset and shift your mindset and start observing better what is happening in the here and now. And when we are present in the here and now and we can do better choices, we are aware what we want and desire. When we have set the visions for the future, you start automatically creating happier life. It is a fact. Thank you for watching, and see you next week. Bye-bye.